Yes, sir. One of my favorite games of all time. You damn right. Not as much to do as this one, but in this particular 2K17 version. But this is my universe mode. Started broadcasting kind of late on this Battleground pay-per-view, but you can see kind of what I got rocking here. Not all the rivalries going. I did a little touching up on this one. I had Seth Rollins beat up Finn Balor for the U.S. title. Downloaded a Sonata and Tetsuya Naito custom player. They beat up on Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. New Day, still tag team champions against Diego and Fernando. I downloaded Sonata and Naito because obviously my tag team rankings are a little slack here with Diego and Fernando being number one contender because the hell with them, right? Charlotte beat Dana Brooke. Steve Austin beat Goldberg just because Steve Austin's actually the current Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Undertaker 2000 Undertaker because I kind of dig the 2000 Undertaker. A lot of people don't, you know. I feel like the short-haired Undertaker was kind of corny. But Dead Man Inc. Undertaker, he kind of still had the badass thing going on there. He was still okay. They're kind of the same person, but whatever. He beat the shit out of Dolph Ziggler. And then we come to the main event. Now, this main event I had to actually create because it's not an actual rivalry. AJ Styles is in some other rivalry with somebody else, but this match is actually champion versus champion, but it is not for either of the titles. I'm not unifying titles. I do have the Universal Champion, who is Shinsuke Nakamura, going up against the WWE Champion for SmackDown, who is AJ Styles, and we're going to go ahead and start this thing on up. Do I want Steve Austin? No, I don't want him cashing it in yet. I want to save that. I want a good, clean finish here.
Don't change that channel. We have
now, I'm going to be Shinsuke because Shinsuke is not as good as AJ Styles is.
I can't wait to see these two
so it might be a little bit better match. Because if I play as AJ, I'm going to kick the shit out of Shinsuke, and it's going to last like 3 to 5 minutes, and that's not good for viewers. But I'm going to be playing for a minute here, at least till the girlfriend gets home. Because I got to go get some food. I haven't ate literally all day. It's 4:38 in the afternoon where I'm at. I like watching entrances too. I think the entrances are dope. Ding, ding, ding. Is there a better song right now in the WWE? I don't think so. Shinsuke is the shit. Funny story, I actually won the title with Shinsuke. I beat Brock Lesnar. It was actually a hell of a match. But I wasn't really into broadcasting at the time, so you don't get to see it. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. I know it does. But welcome to the real world. Yup. They don't want none. They want none.
Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion,
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles coming to WWE made my entire life. Because I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 90s, so I got a chance to see the whole come up of TNA back when they were actually, you know, I don't want to say they ain't worth the shit now, but back in the day when they had AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe all going at it in the X Division, man, Chris Sabin, that was freaking, pardon the pun, phenomenal. AJ Styles diving through the cage at Abyss. Those were good times, man. Really good times. And then they kind of, I don't know, they kind of fell off a little bit. WWE started getting them superstars, son. This match, I really hope they save it for, like, I don't know. I don't feel like Vince McMahon's like, oh, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke isn't WrestleMania worthy. But I think it is. That's just me, though.
Singles action is
Oh, gosh.
and in this one, I wouldn't attempt
Oh, gosh, AJ, no.
Oh
gosh, AJ.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
Once again, this is champion versus champion, but it is not for the titles. AJ's gonna kick my ass. I ain't got nothing for him in Shinsuke.
But no matter what we say outside the ring,
Oh, little reversal here.
as much as what happens inside that ring.
Yeah. Tell you, motherfucker, something, boy.
Guys, let's quickly discuss
Strong style, bitch.
So if you were him, what would you do to win this thing?
Let's take a moment to
Just
discuss
keep kicking his
Shinsuke
ass.
Nakamura.
He's extremely
Get
proud
your-
of
get
what
up.
he's been able to accomplish thus far in WWE, and rightfully so.
I can't wait to see how this one plays out, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Both of these guys looking like they refuse to
Power
lose
bomb.
here tonight.
Tonight, I expect him to be as sharp as he's been in a
Oh,
long
he's
time.
running. This is like, you know, this is one of my big things, and I preach this and preach this and preach this, and people just don't seem to hear what I'm trying to say. But understand me when I say this. Just because something is classic doesn't make it good or the best. Just because something, and let me say that again, because I'm gonna piss some people off if you're watching this later on in the recorded one on Twitch. Just because something is classic doesn't make it good or the best. Why I say that? Case in point, wrestling games. I don't know why everybody has it stuck in their head. WWE, WWF No Mercy, the NWO versus WCW games are classics, and they were great games for that time. But now, are you seeing this? Like, this has got to be the most fun I've ever had playing video games. This is something I'm really passionate about. I love WWE. I love wrestling in general, and the fact that I can't get a New Japan game or a halfway fucking decent TNA game or whatever, but I can get the downloadable custom superstars. It's great. I gotta focus up here. This is a really tight match, as it should be.
Whoa, don't get up.
About to reverse this. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, my gosh, AJ. Don't do it to me, AJ. Let's go. SmackDown versus Raw 2010. I'll give him that. Because, you know, it definitely had certain modes. Like the game modes, so you have to break this thing down. The game modes back then were so much better. Because, I mean, you know how it is in freaking now. I mean, the Universe mode is great. You can just play your game and, you know, you can broadcast and use great characters. And the My Career is a bit, I don't know, they could do some work on the My Career. But I'm talking about in the aspect of sheer graphics, gameplay, you know. I like a good challenge, you know. Games like that back in the day, it's all good. And you got the characters too. I mean, you know, back 2010, I don't know, man. That's that's a heavy subject.
We're so excited you chose to spend your. He knows his opponent is completely helpless to.
I'm really glad they changed the submissions, because that little circle mini game, that shit was whack.
And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold.
I love them all, man. Don't get me wrong. When I was playing them, I mean, if it wasn't for the video games, I would have not. I would have not been as into wrestling. And that's straight up, because even when, you know, even when you go and you stop watching WWE, because there's always a time when you get to be about, you know, 16, 17, 18, wrestling ain't as cool anymore. You don't watch it as much. But even during that time, I was still buying and playing the video games. So I was still kind of up to date on what was going on. I didn't know a lot of the characters. Just like the game, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago. It came out and it had the NXT. It was the first time you saw Sami Zayn, Corey Graves, Neville, and Bo Dallas, and they were on the NXT version of it. Well, hold on. I'm about to fucking AJ Styles is about to catch some shit here. Oh well. But I fell in love with NXT because of that game. And it's been the same for WWE. I mean, just the backstage shenanigans, all that good stuff. It's great, man. I love it. I love it.
That's a good point. And he's already gone to his finisher.
Okay, can I not do a corner finisher? Is that against the rules here? Shinsuke should have a corner finisher.
Nakamura is measuring him.
Get your jaw, boy. That's got to be ball game. That's got to be. That's the favorite. That's my favorite thing JBL says. A lot of people don't like JBL. Fuck it. I don't care. JBL's cool. Yeah, baby. Iceman 13 Gaming, do you only watch WWE or do you venture out into New Japan? Do you watch TNA? What else do you watch, man? If you just watch WWE, I mean, that's great and all, but you gotta venture out, yo. That's what I try to tell people. When he changes his opinion 6 times throughout the match. That's my favorite thing he says. Somebody hits a finishing move, and all of a sudden he just goes, ball game. Byron Saxton, poor Byron Saxton, wearing that bow tie with a big-ass head that he has. Watched some New Japan lately. That's cool. If you're going to get into New Japan, because New Japan's really different, man. I mean, you really don't have to know anything about the superstars, because I live in North Carolina, so we have this, we have Time Warner Cable, which is now known as Spectrum. So I don't have DirecTV or anything like that, so I can't really watch the English version on, Access TV. I don't get Access TV because Time Warner Cable don't carry it. But I actually got the New Japan World app, and I can watch it there. It's like 999 yen or something like that. I don't know, but I pay for it, and I do watch it. But it's cool for me because I don't really have to know anything about the storylines. I just watch good matches, you know? And it's always like, you know, you get to see a lot of the people that you hear them talk about in the indie circuit, like the Will Ospreys and the Ricochets and the Trents and all these different guys that work in the indie scene that you don't get to see on TV as much. You can actually go on there and watch that, and they'll be there, and you can just be amazed, you know. Granted, you can go to YouTube and watch some of those matches, but it ain't the same. Let's check out some news here. Despite losing a rivalry-defining match to The Undertaker, Dolph Ziggler shook hands in a display of sportsmanship and respect. Goldberg disrespected Stone Cold Steve Austin with a post-match attack intent on winning their huge title rematch in any way possible. They didn't have a title match. Okay. Charlotte successfully defended. Kofi. I like talking wrestling, man. I love it. I love it. My views are a little different, though.